Welcome back. Okay, so hopefully you're in the back end again of your website, and we're going to go to the pages and we're going to the Contact Us page. And this is the one we're going to do. We can do this in the front end or the back end. This time I'm going to use the back end editor just because I just want to stay in the screen. It's simpler for now. But I do, because we're doing it this way, I'm going to open up the Contact Us page in a new window here so that I can see what I'm editing. So as you can see, there's a map here, and this map is pointing to this, wherever this is here, Golden Gate Bridge, as well as we have a Contact Us form, and we have some text over here with maybe the address. Okay, so that there, obviously we probably want it to match the address that's in the footer. If you choose to put it in there. So you might want to only put, say, an email address or something in there. It's however you choose to have your customers be able to contact you. You don't even have to put the map in here. I believe we talked about this before, but I'm going to show you how to do it anyways in case you do, and you do have a physical location. It's really nice to have something like this here so people can just be able to see it on a map and click the directions button if they're on their phone, and be able to just navigate to where you are if you happen to have a brick and mortar business. Okay, so let's go ahead and edit this page. So we're going to go back here, and we're going to go to this Google Maps. Okay, so this element here, we're going to click on it. And the information that's displayed here is a little bit misleading because it actually doesn't lead us to what we need to. What we're going to do is we're going to do the Google Maps API, and that will give us everything that we need for our website to paste it in here, and it's connecting securely to the Google Maps server. So an API is all it is two applications talking to each other. Our website is an application, and then the Google Maps functionality, that's an application that Google provides for us. So let's go ahead and do that. So what I'd like you to do is open up a new window, and we're going to be able to work through the Google Maps API. We're going to use Disneyland Park as the location, and we're going to go from there. So this is the link that we want to go to here. This particular one is developers.google.com maps documentation embed guide. Okay, now one prerequisite to this is you should have a Google account. So you need to have a Google account to do this. And so I do recommend that if you do not have a Google account, you should get one anyways, because there's other features that we're going to be using later on in bonus videos, like for instance using reCAPTCHA, and which ensures that people are not robots using your website, that they can verify themselves as humans, as well as the Google Maps API and things like that that we'll need. So if you don't have a Google account, I recommend that you go to google.com, or Gmail is the location, so gmail.com. Now once you've gone to gmail.com, if you don't have an email address or a Google account that maybe you got when you created Chrome, or if you have that, what you want to do is, if you go to Gmail and you're able to just sign up for an account there, great. If you can't find where to sign up for an account, you can go to accounts.google.com/signup equals service equals mail. Okay, I'll have that link in the comments or in the description below. So you can go here and of course fill all this information out and open a Google account. Okay, so once you have a Google account, we can go back to here, okay? And what we want to do is if you're in this page here, you want to sign into your account, okay? So we want to click sign in. Okay, and then sign into your Google account here. So I'm going to sign into mine. Okay, and so we're going to sign in. So you should be here. You'll have your picture up in the corner of your account, and then here we'll have this view. Okay, so there's a couple of areas where we normally get information. One is this JavaScript API and this API key. So what we want to do is get a key. So we're going to click get a key, and we're going to create a project. Okay, so we're going to create a project. We're going to call this, and what you want to do, probably name it appropriate, like your domain Okay, so I'm just putting this because I'm creating a training thing. Okay, and then I'm going to create and enable my API here. Okay, so it's going to create, and it takes some time. So it's just going to keep cycling here. Okay, perfect. Now I've been presented an API key. Make sure you save this in a safe place. So maybe put it in your notepad for your information for your website. Then that way you can always come back and have this. Okay, so we're going to copy this, and I believe this could be used on any websites. So it depends. Sometimes some APIs require you to type in which websites you're going to use it on. And so, okay, we're going to go ahead and click finish. So we have that key, and that's what we're going to put here. Okay, so I'm going to save this, and I'm going to copy this information. Okay, so let's go ahead. I've saved that off. So I'm going to copy this right here. Okay, and we're going to copy it. Now there's some stuff we're going to change this. We're going to use that on our website. So I'm going to go back to the Contact Us page that we're editing here. And we could see in here that there's a bunch of information. All we're going to do is hit enter down. In fact, you can actually pull this. So I'm going to pull it so we can see everything. Okay, and I'm just going to paste it on the top here. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy information like the width and the height. So 600 by 450, which is already there. Okay, we don't need to worry about that. Frame border 0 and style border is 0. Okay, and allow full screen looks like is on there. So the only thing that we need to do is make sure that we have placed in here where we want it to go. So you can put maybe Disneyland or the address location here. Okay, so you can get that usually here. So this is up here, Disneyland plus park. So we can use that, or you can have an address. Like I think if you type in an address, okay, so here we go. Like for instance, this address, you can have it up here as an example of what you would put in that field. So maps, place, like that. I'm just going to put Disneyland here just for fun. Probably because I want to go there because I'm a big kid. So there we go, Disneyland Park. Now, what I want to do is put my API key in this spot. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the spot. Okay, that's it. So that should be in there like that. And make sure that these things should be right snug together. There should be no... Okay, that deleted the question mark that was there. Yeah, so you don't want any spaces, like any hard returns in these, okay? And so there is some hard returns in here. So we're just going to delete that. It should just be one big text box here. The only yeah, so that's okay. The only reason why it's coming down here is just because it's just wrapping down like this. So there's no more hard returns in there. That's fine. So we can just leave it like that. So we have everything here. Now we can just delete the old one that's here. And what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to cut it, Control X, just in case I missed something that was in there before. And I'm just going to paste that in a notepad that I have. Okay, so there we go. I'm going to go ahead and save this information. Okay, and then I'm going to update it. Let's go check to see what this website looks like now that we've changed the address on there and we've put our API key in. There we go. It didn't update when I clicked on it. And we're going to come back in here and refresh the page. Okay, and here we are. Disneyland Park is in our map. We have this directional thing here in there. So perfect. That's exactly what we're looking for. So now we've updated our map. We can continue down the page here and connect more of that. So just a little caveat again on the maps here on the Contact Us page, which I'm going to go back and we can click on. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Because we're actually editing it here. Is sometimes Google Map plugins and stuff just require your API key. They already have the map built and you just need to put in your API key. So, and those ones are nice and simple. This one you had to put in the whole iframe. But that's an example. You can actually embed a Google Map anywhere by doing that. And as long as you paste that code that they give you on this page here, you're good to go. All right, so let's continue on down with the rest of this. So we have have that here. Now the next, or sorry, the Google Maps here. Now we have the contact us form. We just want to make sure which one they're using. So they're using contact form 1. So as we learned in the previous video, you can go to the contact page, and I'm just going to right click on this and go open in a new tab. And what you want to make sure that you look at is at least on template loads that have information automatically loaded here, is the older one. But what happened is I accidentally deleted that one and had to recreate it. So what you would do is look for the older one. In this case, it's going to be the newer one, which I've set there. But just to make sure it's in there, and you can see the one that we had created earlier, this FAQ form. This is just basic form here, and it automatically puts this label around. Now, if I do this other one where if I go back here and click on, not that one, this one, which is the one that I had to recreate, it had a little bit of extra information in here. This form group here, so it makes it look nice on the site. So let's. I'm just refreshing this page just so we can see all the form elements on here. So here's the name, the person's last name, their email, and their website. So when they submit this, it should just grab all of that information and send it in an email. So what you want to do is when you get a chance, just test this form, make sure it works, and that should be fine. So I don't think there's anything here that we want to edit, except of course the information that's just over here. So I'm going to edit this information here, and we're gonna submit that, and this page should be done once we're done that. So I'm just going back to the forms edit page here for contact us, sorry, not the forms page, and this is the two areas. So let's update the heading. So they put something here, or actually, you know what, have any suggestions, questions, contact us. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to save that. And then in here, we can just put some information. So I'm going to pause it and do that. Okay, so I've updated those elements and I just put some information in there that makes it look a little bit nicer. And I'm just going to update that. And we're going to refresh our contact us page. I'm going to F5 to refresh it and just make sure that looks good. Okay, so here we go. Have any questions, suggestions, contact us. Okay, and then it has a little blurb there and our contact us form. So of course, I would fill out this form, submit it, make sure that the email goes through to your domain email, and all of the elements that you want in here are showing up in that email. Okay, and so that's it for the contact us page. We have one more page after this. That's the happy customers. We're going to put in a page that has the testimonials of customers in there. And once we're done that, we're actually going to quickly go through the pages that we've done and just update any of the banners that we've missed. And then our page configuration is done. You've pretty much built your website. The only other thing is just setting up a couple other things like our MailChimp email subscription forms and a couple other things to clean up. And then it's go live time. All right, we'll see you in the next video.